Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Yaya777 Pure. I am finally back. Yes, it has been a long time since I have been back on camera. I just want to pick up on some collective energy, get in tune with my spiritual gifts again. I have not been reluctant to start back on my channel. I've just been reluctant to play back into the motion of energy swapping, or however you say it, okay? I didn't go ghost. I did get off of Instagram, though. I do have other social medias that I post on and stuff. They're on TikTok under the same name. So if you go there, you can check out my pages on there. One, I just put Right Messages for the Collective. Another one is an art page, and the other one is a holistics, food, health, feel-good page. So if you're interested, I'll put those down in the link if you can look at those. Now, I have not did a reading on camera in a long time. I want to say it has been maybe a year and a half, 2 years. You know, I went through a lot of grief energy, so I'm coming out the midst of that. I'm kind of glad Spirit is pushing me, because I can be stubborn sometimes, but I do have other things to take care of besides this, and I'm so glad that I'm able to do this right now. So be patient with me, and yeah. So I hope you guys are having a good summer, staying hydrated, going out in the water, getting grounded, doing activities, coming up with new ideas. Let's see what we have today. We have the Three of Swords, Three of Air. It says, great sadness, take time to heal. The need to forgive yourself or others. Like I said, me personally, I've coming out of a cycle like that. My father passed away back in 2023, so yeah. There is a Queen of Wands energy. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. Okay, right here. And we have the Knight of Water, okay? The King of Water. Open your heart and your mind to those around you. Trustworthy, heartfelt advice, charity work. And you have the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Earth, the power of creativity. So some of you might be pondering on doing a creative project, to release energy. If you have been in a state of sadness or loss or grief, Spirit is telling you to use your creativity to channel that energy, okay? A King of Cups is significant. I'm not going to put zodiac signs. It's just the element of water. Zodiac signs, I'm not doing that anymore. Okay, there is a Five of Wands out here. It says competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. Okay, so there might be a third party out here that is in conflict with you getting what you deserve, maybe from a King of Cups that wants to work with you. on something. This is the Six of Pentacles. Gifts, money, time, and effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, paying off debts. Somebody is in conflict with you achieving some type of material gain or goal that is owed to you. And that is not your problem. Okay, so just keep moving forward. We have the Nine of Wands. You are a true, tried, and brave person to keep persevering on your journey. So Spirit is saying we're going to reward you with the Ten of Pentacles, give you stability, and so you can protect what you have and create new. Ten of Pentacles, a happy family, happy security, finding magic in the little things in life. So you have gone within and did the healing work. You have been broke, you have been rich, you have been in between, you have given, you have been gave to. And Spirit saying it's time to balance the scales out when it comes to you and your financials. So if you've been in a grief of loss of finances due to competing energies, people in the background, it's giving me pocket watching energy. Maybe it's time for you to cleanse your energy, get grounded, so this Ten of Pentacles can come in for you. We also have the Knight of Air and the Knight of Water. With this energy, it's saying you're falling in love, needing balanced emotions, invitation to a social event. Knight of Air, creative solutions, take time to carefully think. So when you get this abundance, find new ways of how to use this Ten of Pentacles to make your, make your life more easier. Simplify. I'm getting that some of you have been through the cycles of repetitive consumerism, and it's kind of put you in a financial binding hole, and that's because you have been spending out of your emotions due to loss, grief, okay, or some type of event that caused you great emotional despair. So this could be that energy. Let's see what else we have. They're saying come up with a new list of creative things to do. Put exercise into your routine. Make a grocery list that doesn't that is healthy, that doesn't make you spend out of pocket, because sometimes we buy groceries and stuff like that and we don't use the items that we buy. And I know it can get tired of going to the grocery store every week. Try curbside, you guys. We have two arcanas. We have the ego and we have the unity. It's time for you to shift your perspective on your money and your finances, and as well as your emotions. Come out of a place of ego. 15 represents the Devil card and 5 represents the Hierophant. So there are maybe demonic attachments, or there might be some type of energetic cord to a past person or a spirit or entity that has been pacing behind you, that has been attached to you, that you need to cut the cord off to. We have the Queen of Air, which is the Queen of Swords. You do a cord cutting so you can come back into balance. Also, you have become more smarter. The Queen of Air represents smart, cleverness, wittiness, to get out of this bind with this devil energy, to come back into your wisdom energy, unity with self, okay? Call back your power, call back your energy, and so on. Okay, let's see what else we have. Anything else there? Oh, yeah, hold on, guys. Alright. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Justice card, and we have the Four of Wands. Where we left off at. Okay, we have the Four of Wands. Justice, the Five of Cups. Things not turning out the way you hope, not seeing positive in situation, crying over spilled milk. Okay, yeah, there's somebody in the background that is not happy that you're getting this new opportunity of the Ten of Pentacles, or you kind of balancing your energy out. And we have the Four of Wands. Yeah, you're going in with within yourself. This unity card, a Hierophant, this Four of Wands is like divine union within self. With me, I don't really. At first, when I awakened, I believed in union, but as time kept phasing out of these cycles, I kept seeing that union was within yourself, and that monogamy is not with another person. Monogamy is with self. If your feminine and masculine energy is not in balance with each other, then you could be off kilter. Your chakra alignment, everything. And that is because you have let another energy that is not balanced, which is this egotistical energy, come in and put duality within your energy centers. And it has been hooked onto you like a tether, and it's been taking you through the inertia. Inertia is energy in motion, something like that. Inertia. That's a science word. Okay, so yeah, an engineering word. So you have been casted with the illusions and emotions of another energy, okay? And it's been causing you not to receive justice, okay, and be happy and have contentment and abundance, because this energy has been holding on for dear life out of emotions, because either you don't want to deal with them, or that cycle is over and they're not realizing it, or they were energy vampires, okay? And with self, they always say that you will attract people that will mirror back to you what you need to heal inside. In some cases, that is true, but in instances when you're a divine chosen one, that's not true. You are sent people to destroy you. Okay, emotionally, physically, mentally, financially, spiritually, all of the leads to try to destroy you. You will have people from the kingdom of hell in the shadows come towards you that will wear these fake masks. After you have did so much healing, you're in such a high vibration, you're minding your business, you're doing what you're doing, and they come in. And the only thing that they're masking back and mirroring to you is your need for discernment. Because people pleasers give so much of themselves to their detriment. And I have been one of those people. So just be safe with who you give your energy to and what you give your energy to, okay? Other things could be you have family members, okay? They're not so easy to let go of. And we understand that because you were brought and sent down here into their timeline as their children or as their cousins, their brothers, their sisters, their aunts, their nephews, nieces, uncles, and so on. But those are the ones that are the hardest to cut. Strongholds, okay? Family ties, ancestral ties, all of these things, these generational patterns and repetitive cycles of emotions. It has to do with Deuteronomy, okay? And all of that, especially if you are an indigenous person. One of, per se, Yahuwah, Yeshua's bloodline, you know, the Most High's bloodline. You might go through the heaviest of a lot of the other lineages and bloodlines. And in that, for instance, I suggest you call on higher realm ancestral protection and clarity and guidance. So that might be your celestial, your galactical, your extraterrestrial, and so on, whatever you want to call those ancestors. They're the ones who can step in for you when it comes to breaking out of these cycles of the 3D, because you're supposed to be going towards your north node, okay? And the last time I did a message, I was being attacked for giving the messages that I was giving. And I was channeling straight energy, straight from source. You know what I'm saying? I go outside in the woods and I would just channel. You know what I'm saying? I would pray, I would channel. And the audiences that I had were kind of on and off. But one day I heard the Most High say, just stop. Just stop. You know what I'm saying? Get off your channel. Just go. Just do what you need to do for you. Okay? So I took a hiatus. I went within and I lived my life. You know what I'm saying? I got out of tarot land for a while and just started being who I needed to be for myself at that time. And we shift so many times when we kind of take a step back from humanity, because humanity will not understand. Some of us, and not all of us, but some of us, they will look at you as a messenger with ego because of how you look, because of how you live, or how do you know this. And honestly, I'm just happy to share my gift. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you will be protected from giving out messages to the wrong people, the wrong crowds, the ones who are just there to watch, you know what I'm saying, and all types of other things. Because there's a lot of projection, a lot of gang stalking that goes on when you're giving higher intuitive messages. Okay, some of the messages I were giving were from deities, entities, things within the earth that were not even spoke in English. So I was just channeling. But yeah, you have to do what you need to do for yourself sometimes. It's not always about the collective. The collective has their own intuition. They have their own ideas about things. And it's okay as a reader or as a channeler or as a diviner to take that well-needed break to get yourself back into alignment. It doesn't matter how many protection spells you do, how many wards you do. If you do not recenter and sit in stillness and silence, okay, a period of isolation to cancel out the noise of the collective as a whole, you kind of lose yourself and it becomes a repetitive cycle as I need to get this. The collective needs me. I was told to do this. I was told to do this. And then you end up sitting in one spot, not exploring, not doing things, not healing. And it just becomes an everyday thing. And then you start attaching fragment pieces of the collective onto you as a reader. And if you don't transmute and you don't clear those cards, if you don't do whatever you need to do, then it's on you. You know what I'm saying? Collective messages are better than zodiac messages. You want to stay away from reading to the collective as you deem them or punish them. Tarot can be very addictive, and if somebody's listening to you, and I've seen this numerous times with other readers, they will shift, the energy will be talking about the perpetrator or who's doing something to the collective. And then all of a sudden, halfway through the reading, the energy will shift and it will fall back on the person who's listening that's trying to get clarity. And that's projection, because in that reader's mind, they don't, in that reader's mind, they're not discerning, oh wait, I'm so in my emotion and my ego reading this karmic reading because it's not of high vibration. I'm projecting and flipping this on this person as they are the suspect in this case. So the person listening behind the screen, if they don't have enough discernment to take what resonates, it projects on. So are you helping the collective? Are you harming the collective? Because everybody who clicks on people's readings are not in that caliber to understand this ain't for me to click off. Y'all don't find that suspicious. It's like, start paying attention to that. Please use your own discernment when it comes to that. Okay, I've noticed that time and time, and some readers are really good, and then all of a sudden they just come out of left field and say some stupid shit, and it's just like, what? And then you, as the listener, you start to getting your feels, and you're like, no. Just stop following people who display ignorance when they read, okay? It doesn't matter what type of gift they got, who's backing them, or none of that shit. If you're harming the collective, if you're harming the audience, then with your projections, then so what? You know what I'm saying? If you need to put in your reading, this is a karmic read. This is not a high vibrational read. This is especially the investigative readings. All right. We need more readers who give us tools to help us. Okay. To get past all of the manipulation of the matrix and so on, because it's not helping us of being, your baby daddy this, your mother's doing this, that's all programmed. If you're the collective, it's programmed. It's meant to go like that. Those tests are put in by God and the matrix. So that puts blame on other people. And yes, they have to be held accountable. But instead of you focusing on them getting karma, we have the justice card out here. Focus on what you need to do to get 10 steps ahead of whatever's going on. Let the divine handle that. Let Archangel Michael handle that. Let the High Council handle that, okay? Call on High Council. Okay, we have to get out of that. You're not alone in this. You have the ability to discern and take accountability for what you did in the situation and repent or say and do whatever you need to do so you can move forward. So you're not stuck in the cycle of having to listen to karmic readers and be like, do I deserve this? Did I do anything? So you're not like, I didn't do anything. Why am I being attacked? It's because you're listening to these readers. These readers that don't really serve a purpose. They're only for entertainment purposes, whether they say it or not. Okay? Exactly. Right here we have justice. We have the Two of Earth, okay? The Two of Pentacles. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. Like I said, to get you out of this Two of Pentacles, to free up your time from waiting on answers to old timelines and cycles. You know, that's too much going on in your mental frame, your mental body. Okay, and it's taking up your manifestation power to manifest new things coming in. So it's time to clear out the clutter. We have 4 major arcanas. We have the Lovers. We have the High Priestess. We have the Lovers. We have the High Priestess. We have the Hermit, and we have the Emperor. So like I said, Archangel Michael energy right here is stepping in and telling you that going within and trying to figure out what's going on about other people within instead of outside other people will help you, first of all, grow your intuition, and it will help you feel more love and have a more intimate bond within yourself to know that you will receive justice if you have been done wrong, okay? And it doesn't have to involve the other person, because just like you go through cycles of learning things, that other person, a party or people, they have to go through that, because at the end of the day, we all have to ascend. And those who choose not to ascend, they will be forced through cycles and cycles until they get it, or until they're broken down into nothing, and they have to eventually come to the light, okay? Everybody has to ascend, you guys. If you don't ascend and the earth is moving within its rotation at a higher vibration and a frequency, then you will eventually be stuck to old cycles. You will be RIP'd, or you will, how can I put this? You will be a conduit for lower vibrational entities to attach to you. Sort of like sleeper cells, I want to say. You'll be used in the Matrix as a tool to destroy innocent people. Like I said, ego. Right here. Okay? If you do not choose to ascend, choose to go into a higher vibration, a higher timeline, do the work, you will. We have the Queen of Earth, okay? Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is saying that you will receive justice when you choose to go get out of cycles of ego, the Matrix, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative and fear-based thoughts. That's of lower vibration. But when you make time for those around you and take a sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind, understanding manner. Let's see what the next card says. Okay. you will face the challenges and delays that you have, because we have the page of air. So there might be a difficult situation that you need to release mentally, as I said, because this has to do with a transformation in your ancestral line and money and materialistic life. Okay, there has been cycles of you trying to manifest. I'm thinking a higher money frequency, so you can move on to a new cycle. But Spirit's saying that there is this lover. Okay, 615 might be a date, but there is a person that is connected to you that won't release you because of this Ten of Pentacles. Okay, you guys might be just chilling, but there's somebody in the background, like I said, that has been sent to you as a siphoner, energy harvester, that wants what you have, or wants to be tied to what you have, or past lovers that have not been released. But Spirit's saying that the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on, is that you're going to get this, okay? You're going to get this 10 of Earth, because we got this at the beginning of the reading. This is all about you healing from past lovers, okay? Past people, past timelines, past everything. These people don't serve you any good. You're in this Queen of Pentacles energy. You're trying to take your place in the world. You're trying to get back on your high horse and keep going. Not out of ego, okay, but out of intuition, out of you doing the hermit work, the isolation, going into self, okay. If anybody from the past tries to come back in, learn from me. We have 9/11 on the clock. Don't do it, okay? There's some type of entrapment entity, even though the Eight of Swords hasn't come out. They're trying to come back in and put you in this state of panic, okay? Hold on. They might come in, we have the Magician, yeah, okay? They might come in trying to say they want to work with you, come bring you some type of pentacle, but you're trying to manifest new opportunity when it comes to money, okay? That's what it is. The Page of Earth, the Knight of Earth, the Eight of Earth, and the Magician, okay? Some of you might have a pendulum. Some of you might have a sigil. I'm hearing Solomon seals. Look within the Solomon seals. Some of you might be connected to Solomon's bloodline. I'm hearing Solomon's Island, which is in Australia. The Aboriginals of Australia. I'm hearing clear your calendar, clear your heart, clear water. Some of you might need to go to the beach. I'm hearing clear-mindedness. Clear-mindedness. Yes, the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Air. Right, you need to clear your mental. Clear your mental. There's a lot of mental magic. Whoever's trying to come back in, because we're leaving the cycle of Mercury, they're trying to affect you in the mind. They're trying to have you stuck in a mind state of something of the past, okay? Yeah, there's a King of Air and a Seven of Wands. Protect yourself from this King of Air, or otherwise, they want a passage, a doorway to open within you to receive some of this or see what this Ace of Pentacles is for you. I'm hearing just get back to the basics. So if you feel like you haven't been to places that you used to go that healed you, go back to them. I'm hearing choose home. Choose home. Choose who you keep around you. Okay? Nothing at this time from the past will create harmony for you. You will go through another cycle of missed opportunity, misfortune, and all of that. You know how on some of the social medias they'll have your camera roll and they'll say on this date this happened, this happened. Try to pay attention to those, because you'll know if you're in a yearly, annual, repetitive cycle. If you go through that camera and you see sort of similar activities that you were doing at a past timeline, another year, to the present moment, okay? Pay attention to that, okay? That's the subtle magician energy. There's something about you jumping out of those time loops. This is all about time loops and stilling, okay? The ego card just keeps coming out, okay? You're going to get justice for this. Whoever is trying to bind your emotions, to leave you out of new opportunities, to stop you from your ships coming in, you're not dealing with your own. This is energy work. Real heavy energy work. Transmute and transcend all these emotions. If you have done the work where you've gotten to a peak, a higher energy that you've ever been, and you've stayed in good health, you haven't been doing anything out of pocket, you've been exercising, you've been doing whatever you need to do, and you have that high frequency, it's giving ADHD, and you're high, you have a lot of energy to disperse, and you all of a sudden are snappy, crying, coming out of left field, your family, they're acting all out of whack, your kids, or whatever the case may be. Somebody's sending energy to you. You need to transmute that, okay? 37, 37, 10, 10 on the clock. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of ones and zeros, binary codes. There's something within the matrix, a very heavy timeline shift. It's giving summer solstice energy. There's binary codes. There's a grid switch up. There's a timeline switch up. But there's entities that are trying to hold on to the tails and coats of the chosen ones to keep them binded. Don't tell anybody your plans. I don't care if you're making a French fry on a Tuesday night with hot sauce and mayonnaise. Do not tell anybody what you got going on. Alright, last card, last pull. Alright, yep, sun energy. Alright, Archangel Uriel. We have happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. Get out in the sun and work on your solar plexus, okay? Other than that, buy some sunflowers. Go around sunflowers. A botanical garden as well. But please enjoy your summer. This is summer solstice energy. You have something coming in for you. This is a timeless reading. It comes in divine timing when you choose to do the work. Some of us might not want to do the work right now. I'm not going to lie to you. You might be tired as fuck and you don't want to do this. But when the time comes, get up, do it, and you'll feel something, okay? And it's not hard, but it is hard, okay? To be of this world, but not of this world it's a ride, okay? It's a journey. It's a journey. So just try your best to have a good day today, the rest of summer, the rest of the year, the rest of your life. This is Yaya 77 Pure, and I will talk to you later. Amen. Amen. Ashe.